You're up in the loft, or the attic. Maybe you're out in the garage. You're looking for a specific tool, or maybe even a Christmas decoration. You're moving boxes around, lifting heavy plastic tubs, and then you see it. It's an old notebook, or a guitar case covered in dust, or a folder full of business plans you sketched out 5, 10, 15 years ago. You stop. You open it up. And just for a second, you remember the guy who wrote those plans. You remember the guy who played that guitar. You remember the fire that he had. The ambition. The absolute certainty that he was going to build something incredible. And then you hear a voice from downstairs. Dad, we need you. You close the notebook. You put it back in the box. You slide the box back into the dark corner of the garage. You tell yourself, that was a different life. I'm a dad now. I have responsibilities. I don't have time for dreams. You walk back downstairs, but the ghost of that dream follows you. I'm Adam Lloyd. This is Between the Noise, and today we are talking about the dream you put in a box. There is a lie that we're all sold when we become fathers. The lie says that fatherhood is a trade-off. It says you must trade your personal ambition for their security. You must trade your dreams for their stability. You must shrink your world so that theirs can grow. And because you're a good man, you make the trade willingly. You take the safe job instead of starting the business. You stop training for the marathon so you can be at home for bedtime. You pack up the things that used to make your blood run hot and you put them into the garage. You tell yourself it's the noble thing to do. But over time, a quiet resentment starts to build. Not towards your family, never towards them, but towards yourself, toward the routine, toward the safety. You start to feel like a machine that just generates income and fixes broken toys. You look in the mirror and you wonder where the fire went. You wonder if your best days, your most ambitious days, are already behind you. We convince ourselves that letting our dreams die is the ultimate act of sacrifice. But what if it's actually the ultimate act of hiding? Seneca wrote a letter to his friend Lucilius about a man who had retired from public life. The man had packed up his ambitions, moved to the country, and decided just to live quietly and safely until he died. People praised this man for his peaceful life, but Seneca didn't. Seneca said, he is not living. He is merely delaying his funeral. Seneca understood something profound about the human spirit. When a man stops reaching for something greater than his current reality, he begins to atrophy. A ship isn't built to stay safely tied to the dock. It's built to sail. And when you leave a ship tied to the dock for too long, the wood rots, the hull decays. The safety of the harbour actually destroys the vessel, and it hasn't achieved anything. You were not built just to pay bills and die. You were built to create, to build, to stretch the limits of what you're capable of. And I'm not just talking about building a business so that you can be a millionaire. To me, that isn't important. But it's whatever you see important to you. Maybe it is that marathon. Maybe it is that social enterprise. Whatever it could be. So I want you to rethink the trade-off. You put your dream in a box because you thought it was selfish. You thought having your dream and having your aspirations was selfish and it would harm your family. You thought that chasing greatness would take something away from your kids. But what are you actually teaching them by playing small? When your kids look at you, they are writing the script for what an adult life looks like. If they see a man who has surrendered his passions, who walks through life with his head down, who never takes risks, who only ever plays it safe, that is likely the life that they will believe they are destined for. You cannot tell your children to chase their dreams if they have never seen you chase yours. The greatest gift you can give your family is not a man who has sacrificed his fire. The greatest gift you can give them is a man who is fully alive. A man who comes home tired, not just from paying the bills, but from building an empire, from doing something meaningful, something passionate, from lifting heavy weights even, from creating something that matters. So this weekend, tomorrow, tonight even, I want you to go back inside that garage. I dare you to open the box. I dare you to dust off the notebook. I dare you to remember the man who wrote those plans and realize he isn't dead. He's just been waiting for you to give him permission to breathe again. You don't have to choose between being a great father and being a great man. They are the exact same thing. So stop playing it safe. Stop tying the ship to the dock. In an earlier episode, you would have seen that I interviewed a gentleman called Mustafa Salame, a father of multiple children, yet is climbing Everest multiple times. He has not chosen between being a great father and being a great man. He has done both. So take the risk. Build the business. Run the race. Show them what a man looks like when he refuses to settle. I'm Adam Lloyd. This is Between the Noise. So go and be the man that they need you to be today.